Welcome to AuDHDID, a channel dedicated to autism, ADHD and Dissociative Identity Disorder.
Hi everyone. This week has been a bit of a kick in the guts. In fact, this entire month has been awful for me. And I know some of you commented in my other videos where we were talking about burnout, how calm I looked all the time. And today is a day where I do not feel calm. I've probably spent most of the last 3 days in meltdown. I know that for me, the sense of injustice that I'm feeling is the bit that I'm struggling to regulate. So it reminded me that I need to think now that I'm level 1 burnout and I need my emergency self-care kit. So that's really practical things like if I don't have energy to do the dishes, using paper plates or disposable cutlery. And whilst that is not in line with my usual environmental concerns, I'm giving myself the grace at this time to not worry about that because I've got enough to worry about right now. Something happened to me that might change the way that I live my life from now on. So that means a whole new set of coping strategies. So realistically, I have to plan for that space to be made available, and right now I haven't got it. So anything that I can do to make more space available to process my feelings, but also the practical side, is something that I'm going to do. So I'm going to be ordering some paper plates and disposable cutlery because I've run out. Wet wipes instead of showering is really helpful because I don't know about you, but when I have a lot of meltdowns, my sensory overload increases because my nervous system just feels like it's full up. I don't really know how to describe that. So wet wipe washes if I can't manage a shower. I have a Burnout Box. Maybe I'll do a video on that another time, but it's got different projects in for me to do that are sort of low front brain capacity things, like making a card, which I do all the time. So that's really easy for me. I don't have to think about it. It's almost automatic at this point. Colouring books, things like that. Journals to write about how I'm feeling. And there's usually some emergency chocolate and sweets in there for my littles, for a bit of comfort for them. The other thing that I do is put on soft clothing and let the littles have their teddies around them, and I use my weighted blanket. So that kind of helps with some soothing. And then for emotional support, I have a list of helplines. I've got my safety plan. I've got fidget toys, which I know it doesn't sound like it's emotional support, but when I'm angry, taking out on a stress ball is a way of getting it out of my nervous system and helping me process the feeling, even though it's a physical sensation. So I find that really helpful, and journaling helps as well. And then we just try and focus on fun stuff like colouring books and TV shows and just crafts, really. I mean, I know there are things that are in my Burnout Box, but when I start to feel a bit better, I don't have to pick the projects that are in my Burnout Box, but the ones that are in the Burnout Box are the ones that I feel like are easy access to get started because I don't have the executive functioning to think about what to do, so I've pre-thought about it ahead of time, and sometimes it might be a kit with instructions. So yeah, that's what is in my emergency self-care right now. And the other piece of advice that I got from a good friend of mine was that when you're having a meltdown, to let it out, because it's actually harmful to suppress it. And I never understood it until I decided to believe him and let it out, because my trauma response is to stay silent. So it was difficult for me to unmask and let my meltdowns come out when I was literally told my whole life, no, not allowed to have any feelings. But since I've been doing that, I found that in general they tend to be done with quicker and they don't keep coming back. Although if you get really bad news, then maybe not so much, but sometimes it can help to just let them out. I don't feel like I'm being very concise today, I'm sorry. I'm just really exhausted and overwhelmed with my emotions. But I just wanted you all to know that I still have the same emotions that you guys struggle with. I do tend to be left-brained about them, but when I get to this level of burnout, I can't. So I just have to stop and just let them come out. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share today. Thanks for continuing to watch, and I've been trying to respond to everyone's comments, but it might take me a little while at the moment because I don't have as much capacity, but it doesn't mean that I don't care about you all. And if no one's told you today, you're loved. Take care.
So, I'm gonna do a PS to the video because we all decided inside that the biggie is really stressed out, so then we need to look after her. So I'm gonna come out and do colours and make everybody feel a bit better. And I've been playing with my fidget toy and I got all of the puppets done. So yeah. And then when she comes back, maybe she feel a little bit better. And littles are really important for making the big ones feel happier again, because we have them play.